They had a different view for the game, and you get that view, you get to analyze your team a lot closer, and scrutinize a lot of different things because you're sitting up above. And I just thought that BU just early on established the game and really made us and put us in a couple of situations, and then we weren't able to establish any of our game early. And then they got a couple of quick goals there, 3 goals in a 5-minute span, and I was just disappointed though with us not being able to establish our own game, and any forecheck down low, any neutral zone transition, we were just kind of trying to catch up to them in that first period. And when we got the goal in the first, I thought that maybe give us a little life, and then in the second they continued to then they responded back 25 seconds later, and we were just, they're a hard team to catch up, play a catch-up game with it. They just kept on coming in, and more than anything in the third period, just disappointed with our frustration and lack of the amount of penalties we took, and it sounded like they're not good on the power play, 3 for 7, and I thought it was a little bit of a selfish behavior in terms of our guys for showing the frustration taking those dumb penalties. We'll get ready. We'll close the chapter on this game and the regular season. I think it was Bill Parcells that talked about it, and now we're moving to the tournament. The first half of the first 34 games, stretch up for the tournament, and the tournament begins for us next Friday and Saturday here at Matthews. We would have liked to have gotten a bye the first round, but if we couldn't get a bye, we're shooting for home ice, and I think we finished in 6th, and we'll get ready for our opponent next Friday and Saturday. I know we'll be able to put this game behind us quickly. It's the type of resolve and character we have in the group in that locker room. So our focus will shift on Monday to our opponent for this weekend. Questions?
Coach, really throughout the 3 games, it's really the first line that gave you guys the most troubles. Just all that speed they have on the line that they really would get around the defenders and kind of get whatever they wanted over the 2 games. Yeah,
I mean that first line is as good as the first line you're going to, it's in college hockey, not just this year, but I think you can historically go back to it. I think they're really good. They're all smart hockey players. They're all highly skilled. They all skate very well. They think it very well. They move pucks really well. But I mean, they've got other good players. I mean, they got a few guys in the back end that transition pucks well. And they're very good in the power play. We couldn't figure them out in the power play. That's why I was disappointed, because in the third period we were taking penalties, knowing that we know they have a very good power play, and we try to avoid those situations.
You talked a little bit about the penalty kill there. It came in around, I think, 76%. They got another 3 today. Is that the biggest concern going into Merrimack, tuning up that penalty kill?
You know what? Then there was I think there was 1 or 2 5-on-3 goals. At least one. I think there might have been 2, or we killed the other one off. We've been victimized on the PK in certain situations, and we've got to have better habits in that situation. But we also can't put ourselves in a situation that it's suicide. Taking 7 penalties against Boston University. We know that, and so we can't put ourselves in that situation.
Lastly, I know it might be tough after a game like that, but you've talked about it a little bit. But one last wrap up. I mean, to go from where you guys have gone to home ice, just you talk about the resolve of your guys all year long, getting to get that home ice.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I am pleased with that. I mean, if I look at the body of work, over 34 games, and with the start that we had, and we own the start because we put ourselves in that situation. I like the way we've responded the last 20-something games. And so that set us up, to where we are now. Now that gets packaged, it gets put aside, and now we focus in on the tournament. This time of the year, I just said it to the guys, it's the greatest time of the year. You win and you continue playing. Your reward is future play. You win, get to the next round, and it's the next round. If you lose, the end can come abruptly. So, know you don't want to have that abrupt end. We just faced an abrupt end, you know, in terms of a beanpot game the other night, and you played well, and we lost in overtime. So guys know that feeling. That so, hey, we got to play well to continue for future play. And that's what the goal is going to be.